Cowboys game. So we drove to the Cowboys game. We did meet up. We had a meet up with listeners plan. Like a bunch of people had emailed Blake, and then he got back with all of them and said, this is where we'll be, and this is what time we'll be there. And one guy, Steven, right?
Yeah.
A little more popular in Amarillo.
Well,
A touch.
but remember, one of the guys in Amarillo was worried he'd be the only guy,
Yeah.
and he thought it would be awkward. Well, one of the 5 guys that had emailed us in L.A. showed up, and it didn't feel awkward, though. I don't know.
No.
He was a good guy.
Yeah. Good dude.
We had breakfast with him, brunch, maybe you would call it.
Yeah.
If it's Sunday, I think you have to call it that.
Okay.
I think so.
And I had already eaten breakfast a few hours prior, early morning guy. I'm on Texas time, so it's like, out here I'm like a god. I'm up at 6. It's like, oh, my God. Look at this guy. And no matter how early I get up, this guy's down there on his 3rd cup of coffee, so there's no way to beat Rob. You might beat Rob.
Every day.
But
That's honestly the only reason I do it.
Just to say I'm better than him at one thing in life?
Yep.
Okay.
Every day. Oh, Rob, boy. Sleep a little late there, pal? Yeah.
Hey, old man. This, of course, was an epic rematch of the 1979 NFC Divisional Playoff game, which was an upset. The Rams. Quarterbacks, Pat Hayden, and in his last game, Roger Staubach.
Wow. I didn't know he went out in the divisional round. Was Pat Hayden the
79?
guy that became like the USC athletic director?
Yes.
Okay.
They would go on to the Super Bowl that year, the Rams. The Cowboys would not. So 21-19 at Texas Stadium, an upset loss. And so the Cowboys really had that on their mind. They've been talking about that all week.
Bulletin board.
That's what they've been thinking about.
For sure.
Had this game circled for months.
It's a 45th year anniversary.
A big one.
Yeah, for sure. And anyway, I don't even know who won. The Cowboys did not win, right?
No.
Stetson Bennett
Did you see the ending?
pulled it together there at the end.
No. What happened?
Stetson threw his 4th interception. About 4 minutes to go. Cowboys kick a field
So
goal.
he went the whole game?
I don't know if they have another quarterback on the roster. Oh, they have Jimmy G. What?
What are you saying?
They have Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's suspended.
Oh, okay.
And so I think Stetson may be their only quarterback on the roster.
That they're going to play. They're not going
Yeah.
to play Stafford.
No.
Okay.
Is Wentz a Ram?
Didn't we just talk about this?
Well, he probably wouldn't play anyway.
I don't know. Where is he now? I swear to God, we just talked about this the other day.
I don't know where Wentz is.
The Chiefs.
He already went. He's Chiefs?
The Chiefs.
Anyway.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, Stetson Bennett, that's a weird one, you know.
Because I remember he was in their first series, so.
Yeah, he played the whole game, threw 4 interceptions, nearly a 5th, but then he led a 2-minute drive, and they scored on 4th down with 4 seconds left.
Just clutch, baby.
What did it feel like on TV as far as the crowd? Because when that interception sounded louder than any cheering that the Rams got.
I would say
The first interception that I saw.
maybe 65-35 Cowboys fans in there.
Dude, there's so much Cowboys fans. It's
Very-
amazing.
And walk into our seats as the teams are running out, like it did not feel like a preseason game. Like it was loud in there.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the cost would indicate that it wasn't a normal preseason game.
Yeah, but then once the game got going, there were a lot of empty seats.
There were. We had the worst seats in the house, and they were $50 each.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, that makes me think there would have been a lot of people there. Maybe you guys should have waited until day of.
It got down to 33.
Okay, well, I don't feel too bad for forcing
No.
you then.
It was I was looking for obscure jerseys because everybody had a jersey on. So as far as the teams are concerned, because we did see other sports and everything, but we had Roman Gabriel from the Rams
Okay.
Who got a nice little video presentation during the game.
and Sam Bradford
Yeah.
Wow. From the St.
from the
Louis
St.
days.
Louis Rams. And then for the Cowboys, Too Tall. Well, it just said Too Tall with Too Tall's number. So obviously, all these jerseys are homemade. Lots of
Aaron
the Latin
Donald?
fan
Oh.
will put their own name on a Cowboys jersey
Dude, I saw when we were at...
Or they've had a lot more Gonzaleses in their history than I can remember.
It's possible. When we were at camp the other day, I saw a couple of like his and hers type things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like such and such as girl, such and such as boy. Which, by the way, to revert back with an aside, very popular at Disney.
The his and hers.
Yeah,
The couple I'm with.
I'm her Mickey. He's my Minnie.
Okay,
And,
well,
like, not all these people look like hopeless dorks. It's really weird, man. If you haven't been in a long
again,
time,
they're stoked. Like Christy Scales is stoked on it. I'll bet she drags her husband along, and he just got to play along because, all right, this is her bit. And
yeah, and you know, I have
he's into it,
I have a
too.
couple friends who are really, really into Disney as adults, and it's just strange to me, man. I mean, there's a lot of people there, especially in the afternoon. Like, we were there for like 7 hours, and we left at 4:15, 4:30. But the park is open until midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah, fireworks are maybe 11, 10, something like that. But you'll have people filing in there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and they're just there to, like, drink some beers and enjoy Disney. They've got a costume on. Their boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife are with them. It's
They got a season pass, maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, what are you doing here? But anyways.
Cowboy-wise, so Too Tall, saw Randy White, an LVE, and a Lyle Collins. One Lyle Collins.
I'm frankly surprised they ever even mass-produced that.
But nothing ever,
Just a
nothing
guard?
too obscure. I saw the actor who played Tuco.
Really?
Yeah. And then
Breaking Bad.
then I saw him like again,
Are you being...
and then I turned and I saw him like I saw him
okay.
like 1,000.
This is
It
a-
turns
I
out.
was like, no, we didn't.
It turns out.
I should have known 500 level.
It
This is
turns
just
out.
simply racist.
I'm just saying. I really thought it was him until I really thought it was him again, and then I totally thought it was him again. And after a while, I got realizing
Okay.
that
Yeah.
perhaps maybe he's like that one doctor who put all his own sperm in the sperm bank or something. But
That's awesome.
I will just give you an in-stadium review of the pregame shows were high school dance teams. They were absolutely horrible. I know we're not supposed to say anything negative about that because they're trying and everything, but they're out of sync. And then once the Rams cheerleaders got out there, they were great, and I think they only put the terrible ones out there so that we could know what a professional squad looks like.
It's Big Jim.
Yes, have a fat guy sitting next to you, and you
Yeah.
won't look as fat.
But then the high school girls are trying to dance provocatively, and it's uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, because they also, in the high school teams, they'll have a junior team, and
Yeah.
one had, 8-year-old girls trying to do the same thing. But,
Yeah, that was weird.
we got to train them young.
Yeah, no, I mean, I told you guys, when I used to review the halftime show, this would always be a big problem for me. Because let's face it, there's 17,000 people in there. There's a half dozen pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that they just simply don't enjoy basketball at any level, especially the NBA? And I've got 9-year-olds, shorty got low.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is bad. This is a horrible thing. And then inevitably, somebody who went to that school or dance troupe class would tell me, like, they've been working really hard on this. My daughter was in that class. And I'm like, your daughter's a whore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not sure this world of kneeling and standing and protesting, and the flag. I thought the flag was this. You're not allowed to do anything to the flag.
Don't sully the flag.
So, is literally cutting a flag
A federal crime? I thought it was.
desecrating the flag? Because I swear the flag that they took out there was a cut, like it was a flag, a giant flag that fit like almost the whole field. You've seen that with the Cowboys, right? And they have people standing all around this flag holding it up so that it will, and then they'll wave it and everything. Well, they had the same thing, but it was cut into the United States.
Ooh.
And so it didn't have 50 stars. It had however many if they had to cut to make it look like the continental United States. And I just wonder, should I be mad? Because I didn't know if we take our hats off and the anthem, and anyway.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for some flag.
I think we play pretty fast and loose on that one, depending on who you are.
Okay. Because, now you can make flag shirts and...
Condoms.
Really?
I don't
They
know.
have a flag condom?
There you go.
If anything's...
Yeah, there's a picture of it if you want to see. It was actually cut into the United States, and it wasn't like then they unfurled it, like they just held it. It was cut.
Yeah, I'm looking right here at American flag condoms, bag of 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
One thing I want to note, so they had this hot on the field doing bits, Cameron Irwin, and then she would throw it to like the DJ guy. It's like a nightclub, but for 80,000 people, just like a Cowboy game, I guess.
And then some.
And I don't know if a lot of this stems from Mark
this is how she
Cuban.
spells Cameron.
Would all this stuff
K?
have happened with
Camryn.
Yeah.
Without Cuban.
Because Cuban really was at the forefront of this for NBA arenas for sure. Maybe we should compliment Humble Billy Hayes for doing this. But one time I thought it was really funny. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they go up on the big screen and they do one of their bits in between, after a kickoff or something while it's a TV timeout. They go, "Congratulations to Section 408. We were in Section 526. Look it up. It's the worst section in the whole place." But they say, "Congrats to Section 408. They're winners of $50 gift certificate or whatever to Paramount Plus." So they're trying to get people to sign up for Paramount Plus. You get a free $50. So that'll get you through quite a few months, and then by then you'll forget and you're just locked in. And it shows the cheering section 408. Like, okay, you've seen this before.
Of course.
But then one section over from us is a dude, probably in his mid-60s, who stands up looking at the thing. He's upset because we're in Section 5. He's probably 525, and he's giving double bird to the to the video like he's pissed. And he's 60-some years old.
Yeah. He wants his free...
But he's so pissed.
He's like, "I've been waiting to watch Yellowstone."
At goddamn Section 408.
Yeah, for the price of this game, you could have just stayed home and had free Paramount Plus or paid for Paramount Plus for 5 months.
What do you call the wrestling mask? The Luchador?
Luchador.
Luchador?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw one real touching, because you see them all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But
Don't tell me it had 2 dates on it.
Well, no, one was a guy, and then his son was about 8, and he was wearing one. Like, it was like...
I
and then the
have
wife,
no problem with that.
The wife and daughter were kind of trailing behind, looking a bit beaten. Like, yes, I'm with them.
And did you tell that guy whenever he took it off to eat that you loved him in the tight scene?
No. But he might have been the lady and daughter were Latina, but I don't know about him. Maybe he wasn't. I mean, he had the mask on.
I'm gonna guess.
Well, that's I don't like to profile. And
no,
then,
I thought you were gonna say that he had, because I've seen like the luchador that has the. Speaking of Disney, you can get this at Six Flags, Disney. You see it on cars. Just the airbrush, like 2 dates. Like Gone Too Soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one more thing I have besides football, and I don't really have much football, except we've talked already about how, like, you could, even from a million miles away,
Trey Lance sucks.
Trey Lance just not good.
Yeah.
Like, dude, your third year, fourth year? Fourth year.
Yeah, it should be, because next year's option year.
And
Still pretty young.
still pretty young. Okay, keep saying stuff. The end zone now, I pointed this out to Blake. It used to say end racism.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Rams end zone, at least, it says play football.
Look, we bit off a little more than we could chew with
Like,
the
we
end
know we
racism
can get this
thing.
one done.
But this one, I feel like we're going to check that box at the end of the day and feel pretty good about it.
Or they have ended racism, and now we're on
And
to,
we
I
moved
don't
on.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those two.
That's
But for sure, you're right. After the game, they can't, like, immediately you check it. Like, we done it.
So what's so funny about that is I liken it to Cuban and the Kobe retirement jersey. Is like, maybe most people didn't notice that they had to change it, but you did. When you go so big at the beginning, Like, and you sheepishly have to be like, oh, change the end racism thing because it's still going.
Yeah.
Like, that's an uncomfortable meeting. And they didn't go for, like, love each other or share kindness. They're just like, we're giving up.
It's the same thing.
Let's play football.
You want to put the sign in your yard for the dead kids, you're going to have to take it up at some point.
Yeah. You would think.
Yeah. And then is this the time? Why? Why is it the time?
Why don't you take it down?
Do I no longer care about the dead kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have anything from actual football or the game, but
I think Tyler Guyton's good.
Like wondering even why
I
they
think
play
DeMarvion
these things.
Overshown is good. But yeah.
No, I was more so there to see Dan at a football game, not the football game. You know, we park, I don't know, half a mile away, and he's griping that we have to pay $30
Was there a
park.
tailgate scene at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
there was. There was also an LA, like, Olympics thing, LA 2028 event
Like
there.
fan zone
Yeah.
type thing?
But yeah, I know. The stadium's cool. It's,
Why am I just your monkey that you just want to take pictures of? And
look, man, we all have a role here. Trying to make a cool social media video.
okay, it's just anytime I turn around, there's
I know, and I feel bad.
there's Fat Dan.
No,
at
I'm
the
sure you
stadium.
do,
not,
Dan.
not Fat Dan. It's just it's
You
funny
feel
to me
terrible,
seeing
Blake.
you in these environments. Would you rather me say, hey, hold on, get right here, turn around?
No, no, we don't
Smile.
want to pose for
Smile.
pictures. You're right.
God, that's cool. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
AT&T's a dump.
But I mean, walking in, I mean, this could not
Sucks.
be in Arlington.
No.
Walking in
It would just
August,
be too hot.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
it feels awesome.
It would be, I think the only way that something like this could work is if it's in like a smaller city with like not a whole lot of population density, and they just have a huge open field in which to build it.
Boyd.
You know, like L.A.
It's L.A. Of course they could figure it out.
Well, it's just so hot for the
That's
open
the thing.
the open air thing.
Yeah.
It's
You know, that-
primarily the fall.
Still.
We're not talking about playing through
But
May,
then- but-
June, July, and August like the Rangers have to.
But then it would be too cold.
Yeah, I
there's
don't
no
know.
Why don't you? Oh,
There's
yeah.
no sweet spot.
Yeah,
The
the people,
heat-
Philadelphia fans typically don't come out to games because it's so cold on the East Coast in the fall. So that's why they have such a
Okay, our
docile
city
fan
sucks.
base.
Is
That's
that
what
what-
I'm saying. It doesn't matter what you do with the building. It's the people that suck.
Yeah,
Because everyone's like us. Too hot.
right.
Too cold.
Bitching.
Let's beat the traffic.
Us.
As far as the game, I have some Blue Star Network audio if you care
Sure.
to hear it. Now, we've said this before. It's not as fun as it used to be.
No.
We
It's because they're getting better. Like they're actually not as bad as
I'm with him.
all the tech used to be worse.
Completely jacked.
I'm saying it used to be more fun because Irvin would be there.
Yeah, but it
Well,
wasn't
sure,
just
that'll
Irvin.
help.
Mickey would handle all of the pregame himself. The transition from Mickey as 30% of the pregame show to Mickey by himself, because now Mickey's 30% of Countdown to Kickoff and 70% of it is Kyle Yeomans, who, to use a Dan term, seems like a haircut to me, but he's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And so now
Yeah, he's
Mickey's
good on
just
TV.
whereas Mickey was just like, it was like he was
a radio guy on TV.
Nope.
Yeah.
even beyond that. You know,
Yeah.
he's a writer.
Yeah.
Who became a
He was a
radio guy
writer-
who then became TV. And
Right.
he's like not reading his IFB cues at all. Everything was screwed. Now they have like a pretty sleek guy who wears sunglasses and he's got cool hair and cool shoes, and Mickey's still just kind of sitting there. But that's what I think he means when he says it's gotten better. It's Isaiah Standback and Bill Jones, whereas they used to just rotate people in there. You know, they'd have, I mean, Moose would do it, or Nate Newton would do it, remember?
Oh my God.
And it would be
Yeah.
like
Absolutely, I remember
just
that.
mayhem. And
Yeah.
now it's a pretty buttoned-up broadcast.
No, I remember a certain game. They had Nate Newton
And Irvin.
and
Yeah.
we just had cuts for days.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore. Isaiah Standback is trying to be serious.
Well, you say it's good. I say it's not good. And
Embrace debate.
and Bill Jones is headlining this. They're a little bit before kickoff, and I'm sensing that Bill Jones will just begin talking based on what he sees on the screen and not necessarily where the producer wants him to go. And so this first clip here,
I think I know what this is.
they're out of a Jalen Tolbert soundbite, and on the screen is Dak Prescott, but he is supposed to be throwing it to break about Mike Zimmer, and so he gets caught in a pretzel here.
Jalen Tober doing some great work in Oxnard, and one guy who has talked about him a lot is Dak Prescott. A veteran coach returns to the Cowboys. Mike Zimmer when we come back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You laughed over it a little bit. So
Okay,
he,
sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Out of
there.
Tolbert, here's Dak. But no, you're supposed to be throwing it to Zimmer, and so he's got to somehow weave it
Tie
in,
it together,
tie
yeah.
it together. But you have 3 seconds. So how are you going to do that, Bill?
Talked about him a lot is Dak Prescott. A veteran coach returns to the Cowboys. Mike Zimmer when we come back. Talks.
Mike Zimmer
Talks. Yeah,
and then
that's tough.
same thing out of the very next break. Micah is on the screen, and then they immediately go to a Zimmer graphic.
Micah Parsons and Mike Zimmer in Dallas. A Cowboys reunion.
So
for Mike
a
Zimmer.
little bumper cars, a
Yeah.
little bit. So it's still Blue Star Network. This one stuck out to a lot of people because he'll set it up. It's 4th down. Quarterback has to make a play.
4th and 6 for Trey Lance here. Into traffic down the sideline and out of bounds, and the ball will go over to the Rams.
Boy, I'm not sure if he was actually trying to complete that pass or if he was throwing it to the sideline. Either way, turnover on downs.
And the Rams will take over.
Yeah, I don't know if he was throwing it away there.
No. I don't know that that's
It's just
typically
who
your
he
move on
is.
4th and 6.
Yeah.
He's going to live to fight another down in 15 minutes when they get the ball back. That is ultimate homerism right there. Great decision, avoiding danger there.
Yeomans is smooth, but this is a bad question. He's interviewing Jake Ferguson along the sideline.
The margin for error in this league is tiny, and if you want to win games, you got to make plays.
Do you feel like you are ready to take that step and become an elite NFL tight end?
For sure, that's the goal.
No, I'm kind of okay with being average.
I viewed myself as a TE2.
Not quite
So
ready.
If
not trying to get better every day.
Yeah.
If Hindershot comes back or if Schoonmaker can just kind of leapfrog me, I'm kind of looking to be a 18 catch a year guy.
I'd like to collect my check and go home, please.
Working on the blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the final one. I want to play Is It Racist? Dan has kind of set the scene. A lot of Mexicans in the crowd.
It's
A lot of Mexican
California.
Cowboys fans.
It's California, and it's the Cowboys.
So when they come out of break, they show a group of Cowboys fans who happen to be Mexican just sitting there. And I'm just curious why this musical artist came to Isaiah Stanback's mind.
A 6-6 game early in the 3rd quarter. Bill Jones along with Isaiah Stanback with Kyle Yeomans on the sidelines. And Isaiah, lots of Cowboys fans here. You heard it on those 2 interceptions. Pretty good roar from a nice preseason crowd here.
The Cowboys are like pit bull, the worldwide.
That's exactly right.
It's the reason why they come down here to LA every year for training camp.
So, yes, he goes with Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
No, but he said the worldwide.
Yes.
Like even he can't even get that part right.
But
isn't Pitbull like Dominican or Puerto Rican or
whatever,
something too?
but still, I love Bill
Miami,
Jones in
yes.
this.
Nice preseason crowd here.
The Cowboys are like pit bull, the worldwide.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I'm always telling people.
That's exactly
How are the
right.
Cowboys this year? Well, they're like the pit bull.
Don't want me.